Okay, so there are plenty of things that you can do to make your local AI models on LM Studio to be a lot faster. And previously, I have published a video about how you can reduce the memory usage and also increasing the performance of the model by utilizing the compressed version or the quantized version of the model. So on that video, I highly recommend to use the 4-bit quantization. When you're searching for a model on LM Studio, normally you could find numbers like Q4, Q6, QX, sometimes FP16, BF16, there's also Q2 and even Q3. But the most recommended compression format or level is Q4KM. So this particular format is universally accepted, and also it works well on most hardware, most users. So this is, I would say, should be the default format or compression for most users in LM Studio. Of course, there are other variations like Q4 KS, Q4 0 or something like that, and basically there's just some slight variation, but in general you should be using a Q4 quantization model. But this is not the only option. This is not even the best format depending on your hardware. So of course, I'm talking about MXFP4 and also NVFP4. So MXFP4 is a new format. It's only for some recently released Nvidia GPUs from the last few years, and also I believe it does support AMD Ryzen AI Max 395 plus or something. I forgot the name, it's kind of mouthful, but basically that hardware, that PC also supports MXFP4. So MXFP4 is better than Q4KM because it is faster and it is not sacrificing the quality of the answer much. So this is a particular format that you can use if you happen to use some new Nvidia GPUs and also the AMD AI Ryzen CPU, which I forgot the name now, but basically you can try using MXFP4. But what's even better than MXFP4 is of course NVFP4. But this format is a bit more exclusive because right now it is only for new Nvidia GPUs, especially the RTX 50 series and also the RTX 6000 GPU for server. So it is still very exclusive. I believe for RTX 4090 might also support NVFP4, but perhaps it is via emulation. And by the way, speaking about emulation, I think Intel can also support MXFP4, but again via emulation, so it's not going to be as fast as a native support. Now, these two formats, MXFP4 and NVFP4, they are not very popular for obvious reasons. They're only for a number of hardware. But if you do have some new hardware that you just bought in the last few years, or maybe you have a Blackwell GPU, you can use either MXFP4 or even NVFP4. So to find models with these formats, you can navigate to model search on LM Studio, and then you can just type the name of the model. For example, I want to use Quen 3.5, 9 billion parameters, and then maybe you can use some other labels like reasoning, vision, etc. And also I will utilize the MTP version. So MTP is just a multi-token prediction, and that's just a form of drafter or speculative decoding in the model. I have talked about that on my previous video. You can check it out, and I will actually put that particular video on the description because this is a great trick to make your model faster. Now, since I'm using an RTX 5060 Ti 16 gigabytes, I'm going to use NVFP4. And there you go. So there are not many options, and I guess that makes sense because it is not for everyone. It is only for some select number of hardware. Now, to download the model, just select on the provider and then download the model, and then you can start chatting with this model with this level of compression. So just to give you some context, this is the answer from Qwen 3.5 9 billion parameters MTP with the same level of compression, and it is not NVFP4, it was just regular Q4 or 4-bit Q4 KM, I believe, and I got 70 tokens per second, which I think is quite decent. Now let's give it a shot, but using this format. So I'm going to eject that first, and I'm going to start a new chat. Oh, sorry about that. Start a new chat, and yeah, Qwen 3.5 9B MTP NV FP4. Okay, so I'll just use the default settings. I'm not going to change anything. It does support MTP. Load the model, and I will ask the same question. Sorry about that. I'll just copy this. Okay, paste and send the query. Okay, from the get-go, I can see that it is really fast, but I don't know how many tokens per second. Now, just to give you some context, some popular models like, for example, Cloud Sonnet 4.6, it produces, I believe, 50 to 60 tokens per second. Cloud Opus 4.7, I believe it was 20 to 30 tokens per second. And yet, I think those models are very popular, and they're not as fast as let's say Gemini 3.5 Flash, but they're fast enough. And now, as you can see, I got 85 tokens per second. So that is officially faster than Sonnet, faster than Cloud Opus. Maybe not as fast as Gemini 3.5 Flash, but it is really fast. And actually, I have done some testing using this model, and I got anywhere between 80 to 95 tokens per second. So yeah, with a GPU that is not designed for AI, in fact, RTX 5060 Ti is not even the best RTX 50 series GPU. I think I'm quite happy with this performance. And again, it should not affect the quality of the model. It's not going to affect the quality of the answer. So it is just a different level of compression. But this is not going to be very different if you're running a very small local AI model. Now, let me try it again. I'm going to eject this. So I have Gemma 4 with 4 billion parameters in the NVFP4 format, but let me just run the Q4KM first. So I'm going to use this, load the model, and I guess I'm going to use the same question. Okay, so this is the regular Gemma 4. It was from Google. It's Q4KM, and I think it's really good. Okay, 79. Let's call it 80 tokens per second. I think that's pretty good. Now, when I'm using Gemma 4 with NVFP4, you'll see that, oh, sorry about that. I need to eject that first. Okay, so I'm going to load that again. All right, so the same settings. I'm not going to change anything. And by the way, it is not MTP version, so it is just the only thing that is different, that it is NVFP4. Okay, I'm going to send the query. Remember, it was 79 tokens per second. And this one is, yeah, 84. It's not much different because it is only 4 billion parameters model. It's already pretty good. It's something that my hardware can handle quite well. So the gap might be going to be a lot more significant when you're running a much bigger model. So yeah, I guess that's another thing to know when you're running a model with MXFP4 or maybe NVFP4 on your computer on LM Studio. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you want to see other things that you can do with AI, then you can subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my future videos. Have a great day.